Well, it's that time of the year again. We're approaching November the 11th, which is the climax of the Double 11 Global Shopping Festival in China. My name's David Roth from WPP. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Now, the festival used to be a massive 24-hour celebration of shopping and fun. Now it's even longer and bigger and more strategic. Now, the pre-sales period actually began a few weeks ago, and there's already been one sales window already. And of course, the grand finale for Double 11 begins in just a couple of days, ending, of course, at the stroke of midnight, the night of November the 11th. Now, I'm absolutely delighted now to be joined by Michael Evans, who is the president of Alibaba Group, the company that started it all. He's in the midst of all the action. And where are you joining us from, Mike?
I'm joining from Hangzhou, China. I'm actually on my way to Alibaba's headquarters, where we'll be working with all of our executives and teams for the Double 11 Global Shopping Festival, the world's biggest retail event. So I'm very excited.
That is exciting, Mike. Now, Double 11 seems to get bolder and much more strategic every year. How's this year's shopping festival shaping up?
Well, this is Alibaba's 14th Double 11. So it's been going on for 14 years. And to give you a little context, when Alibaba launched the first Double 11 event in 2009, we had just 27 brands taking part in the festival. As part of this year's Double 11, we see more than 290,000 brands and retailers from all over the world participating. And in addition to that, this year, we're also going to feature the most diverse range of products in the event's history. So there'll be more than 17 million products on offering for our 1 billion consumers in China.
Wow, they're certainly huge numbers. But apart from the immense scale of the event, what else can we expect to see across Double 11 in 2022, Mike?
Well, in some respects, 11/11 looks similar. But this year, 11/11 is not just about sales. It's about adapting to the pace and the patterns of Chinese consumer shopping behavior. So that's the key reason why an increasing number of brands, including luxury brands, by the way, are actively participating in 11/11 in order to capture the attention of high-value Chinese consumers. So to help brands achieve their objectives, we're very focused on providing digital tools to help them gain deep insights into new opportunities to incubate and launch new products, for example, and to meet the diversified customer needs, grow their loyal customer base, and attract new high-quality consumers. So there are many, many things that we're trying to accomplish here. And in particular, Double 11 is really a very significant opportunity for merchants to reach those most valuable consumers on our platform. We call that 88 VIPs, and those are our premium ecosystem-wide consumers who are part of our loyalty membership program. These are sticky consumers. They buy regularly, they're highly engaged. They spend a lot of money on an annual basis, and we have more than 25 million of them. So most top brands, whether it's Nike or Unilever or whoever it is, are running their own loyalty programs actually through our Tmall stores. And they're hoping to engage existing customers and capture new customers.
Really interesting. Now, this year, in fact, over the past few years, it's been really tough on brands for a whole wide range of reasons. How's that affecting the brands that you work with as they make plans for Double 11?
Well, it has been a tough year for merchants all over the world, including China. And the key focuses for merchants continues to be growing their business, reducing their operating costs, building their brands, and their customer engagement. And in today's very uncertain environment, we're focused on providing certainty for merchants who operate on our platform through digital technologies. Let me give you a couple examples. For digital commerce infrastructure, we continue to upgrade our platform product and technology to enable the digitization of every aspect of merchant operations. So for example, during this year's 11/11, We've made our marketing analysis tool available to all merchants for the first time to guide real-time business decision-making.
I'm sure that's a massive help. What about customer engagement, Mike, and how you're extending your digital tools for brands to use? And also on the other side, on the cost side, how are you helping reduce the cost to brands of getting involved in the festival?
Customer engagement. Merchants leverage a variety of innovative engagement tools on our platform to attract and engage with their target customers, including live streaming, which you've heard a lot about over the last couple of years, but also AR and VR, interactive games, 3D try-ons, those types of consumer engagement tools. Live streaming has become a very popular content format for consumers to get product information and to make purchase decisions. And international brands and retailers like Vitamix and Shop Premium outlets are leveraging live streaming to engage with Chinese consumers and build long-term success in China. And then when we think about merchant support, that's a big part of what we're doing in this year's Double 11. We're trying to lower the merchant operating costs. We're simplifying our platform rules, and we're providing a variety of support measures like financial support and operating tools during this year's festival to make it easier and less expensive for them to participate.
So, Mike, when you talk to brands, not just about Double 11, but broadly about doing business in China, what now are some of their biggest concerns and what kind of questions are they asking you?
Well, I've been talking to brands about China since I joined Alibaba almost 8 years ago. And I would say that the most common questions are, how can I build a brand that stands out in China? There's so many brands, so many companies. How do I get consumers to focus on me? Secondly, I'd say the brands are very interested in how they can improve their direct connection to Chinese consumers. So it's not just about sales, it's about establishing a relationship with that consumer so that the consumer becomes a loyal client. And then finally, how as a company can I sustain brand margin in the competitive China market? So the key to all three of those sort of questions that I'm commonly asked is that brands have to leverage digital technologies in order to build their brands, to engage with customers, to be part of interesting product innovation, and to basically to sustain their margin in the market. In addition, I think it's also important that brands partner with someone who's familiar with the Chinese market, like Alibaba, to lower their entry barrier and quickly adapt to the evolving consumer demand. Because the way a consumer is acting on our platform now is very different than it was several years ago. So with diverse digital commerce infrastructure, which we have, merchants have a variety of different business models they can pick from: 1P versus 3P, domestic versus cross-border, B2C, B2B, or local retail. And all of these different formats make it easier for merchants of all sizes to enter the Chinese market and be successful.
Mike, how well would you say that overseas brands are doing at meeting the demands of Chinese consumers and spotting new emerging opportunities and helping them grow?
Well, the overseas brands continue to appeal to Chinese consumers because their products are very high quality, they're safe, they're reasonably priced, and very importantly, they fit the evolving lifestyle requirements of the 1 billion consumers on our platform. But those consumption trends are changing. So today, across many emerging consumer trends in China, categories like pets and hair care and outdoor recreational activities are seeing high growth on our platforms. Historically, other categories might have done better. Overseas brands are introducing a pipeline of many high quality and new products within these categories. So let me just give you a couple examples. Instinct Raw Pet Food. That's a Missouri-based company, produces very high quality raw and freeze-dried pet food. It's doing very well on our platform as young consumers, Chinese consumers, are increasingly looking for better quality food for their pets. Or a company like Olaplex, which is a prestige hair care brand, it's experiencing tremendous sales volume this Double 11 already through live streaming and its ongoing education of hair care for Chinese consumers. So these may not have been sectors that were popular historically, but are categories that are very much interesting to the Chinese consumer today.
So the end of Double 11 is coming, and that, as we all know, means millions of products and parcels being delivered to Chinese consumers right across China. So what's Alibaba doing, Mike, to try and reduce the impact on the environment of all of this retail activity?
Well, ESG is a core pillar of Alibaba's strategy, and it's a key focus for Daniel Zhang, our CEO, and also for our board of directors. And it will continue to be a major focus for this year's Double 11 as we apply technology and innovation to ensure a more efficient, low-impact 11/11 and beyond. So let me give you an example of some of the things we're focused on. We're trying to highlight a growing range of greener, more environmentally friendly products, such as apparel, food, cosmetics, in addition to energy-efficient electronic goods. We're also investing in smart logistics solutions for delivery, packaging to parcel box recycling at last mile infrastructure at Tianyo Post, and also trying to reduce the impact and maximize reuse of the product. AliCloud is providing merchants with a recently launched energy expert in online carbon footprint modeling, calculation, and certification. And in addition, we're also focused on making 11/11 our most inclusive shopping event to date. For example, we're providing merchant support and incentives to farmers in rural areas and young entrepreneurs. And we're also working with Tmall merchants to provide and install anti-slip handrails for senior citizens living in solitude. So if you think about the package of all of those ideas is very, very interesting because it covers the environmental, it covers the sustainability, but it also covers the social component of the way that we're interacting with the community in China.
Michael, it's always fascinating to talk with you. Thank you very much indeed for both your time and your insights. We'll let you get back over now to Alibaba. Best wishes for a very successful global shopping festival for 2022 for you and all of the 290,000 participating retailers and brands from all over the world. Michael Evans, the president of Alibaba Group, thank you very much indeed for talking with me.
Thank you so much for having me, David.